Well, let's speak on this further. Economic expert OGUNSOLA joins me to discuss this new increase in the nation's inflation rate. Thank you for joining me, Mr. OGUNSOLA. Now, we seem to be moving closer to the 30% inflation mark. It appears there is no respite in sight. Now, how should the government tame this rising inflation?
Thank you very much for having me. I think government has been, adopting several strategies, but it seems these strategies are not working yet because probably they are not adopting the right strategies to tame this inflation rise. One of the strategies that the federal government has used or has adopted before now is to declare state of emergency on food production. And haven't declared state of emergency on this food production in July or August, we still see food inflation going up. So apart from insecurity that the federal government felt that is actually causing the rise in food inflation, there are other indices also that is also causing this food inflation that the federal government is taking into consideration. One of them is the price of diesel, also the price of petroleum products like petrol. The price of petrol yet witnessed increase again in the month of October from 614 that it was. It increased again to about 640, and those even outside Abuja and Lagos were actually purchasing it higher. And there was no reason other than that the price of crude has also gone up. So if any sharp rise in the price of food actually goes up, definitely inflation will go up. And you will also see now, that we are crossing into the Yuletide season where there will be high demand for food. So we still even anticipate that inflation will continue to go up. KPMG has also predicted that Nigeria's inflation by December will get to as high as 30%. And that's what I'm also aligning to, because federal government has not done anything positively on the price of diesel, yet they kept promising that we're going to start local production, but local production is yet to start. So these are the indications that is actually causing Nigeria's inflation. It's actually not man-made. It's just as a result of government policies, and that's why these inflation rates yet continue to go up.
All right, now briefly, food inflation is a big issue and it has continued to rise, and this is more impactful on citizens. Now, what do you think needs to be done to check it against further increase?
What government needs to do is to actually get supply very, very much easier. How will government get supply easy? Apart from the insecurity, that is there, that is hindering farmers from going to the farm to, get the harvest from the farm. There's also a problem of distribution of food, because the cost of transporting, for example, yam from the north down to Akwa Ibom is actually very high. So at the end of the day, it also adds to the price of yam automatically. So these are indices that government don't have control over. But if government can see that the production of diesel, petroleum, and even aviation fuel is actually done locally, I think this will have a great influence. Government has promised that by December, this petroleum product will be produced in December, especially from Dangote and Port Harcourt refineries. We are yet to see that. So the beginning of Dangote producing petrol and diesel in Nigeria will also have a very sharp impact on our inflation rate. So that is what we are just waiting for to see. So, but obviously, as things are going, I think the end is we're only anticipating by December to see what happens, whether government will fulfill the commencement of local production of petroleum products or not. But if we are yet to do that, inflation will continue to go up.
Well, hopefully by December, the federal government is able to rein in inflation. OGUNSOLA, economic expert, thank you very much for speaking to us.